Good night everyone, today is Monday around 9 p.m. New York time. We're going to go with the daily technical video there, guys. Like we forecast yesterday, the US dollar got strong today, but we believe that the strength on the dollar is not done yet. We believe there is still more US dollar strength to come, but before the strength happens, I believe the market is going to do like a type of three-way correction against the dollar before this gets strong again. Okay, let's start with the pound. This is one of the clear structure, believe it or not, from yesterday highs on the dollar or yesterday the lows on the dollar. The pound is what it looks to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clear structure right there. So while you concentrate 5, concentrate 3 way back before another strength. The overall count is A, B, C. This become A, B, C, A or lesser degree, A, B, C, a flat B way. And now because this was a 3-way, we need a 5 ways here, or we need 3 ways, I'm sorry, back, but below this low at 62.33, which is pretty good for us to get the bias of the US dollar for tonight. So technically we're gonna see some type of weakness on the US dollar before the US dollar gets strong again. Now let's cover the euro. On the euro, what we see is almost same scenario, but kind of different in a small degree, because the euro, instead of making a 5 from the high, it did a 3-way. So what we're expecting today, nothing more than 3 ways back on the euro to around 143 area before another set-off take place later on today or tomorrow. Now guys, I want to tell you something about the euro. The euro is becoming an extremely good buy. It's not possible to count this to the bearish side other than when the new lows happening against A, B, C, W, a flat B, and then we got A. We should get B pretty soon, and then we're gonna go with the C way down to around 139.50, 140 to complete the 3-way move, and consequently a rebound on the euro. It's amazing with the set-off that is taking place in oil, the set-off that is taking place in Aussie, New Zealand, the stock market, S&P, Aussie Janes, and the euro has no move at all. So it looks like the US dollar is not anymore like a type of safe haven currency, because all the safe haven gold, the Swedish franc, they're getting strong, and then we don't see the dollar move or take any type of bullish side on the dollar, right? But against the euro, 3 backs before going lower again. Now let's take a look at CAD. Sometimes, all right, here we go. CAD is looking, it looks like CAD, one second, instantaneous. Yeah, it looks like the CAD is looking for the area around the 99.84, which is the 2.618 of the proposal 1-2 to end wave 3, and then there's gonna be, that's what I say, that it's gonna be some type of US dollar weakness tonight, because the CAD looks that after that area the CAD is gonna trade lower, which is gonna be the C way on the euro, and then it's gonna go higher again. But that's what we're expecting in CAD, 99.80, 99.70, around that area, and then lower. Now let's take a look to the Aussie. Aussie is being unbelievable. I've been many years doing Forex, and this setup in Aussie, I believe, is one of the stronger that I've ever seen in Aussie. I think it's getting close to a bounce, according to my own opinion. We are around that. If you take a look right here, we are at the 618 of the 1-3 area, always very strong area to create a bounce or ends a wave 5. We got divergency. So also is showing, to be honest with you guys, also is showing a possible more weakness on the dollar, but maybe also is leading the pack. And now they're gonna correlate that Aussie is very close. I told today on the seminar that the area around 180 should be the, and it did 167 when it was a 102 when that things happened, and look, it went down pretty hard. All right, so I'm expecting a bounce in Aussie right there. The same things can be said on New Zealand. Getting close also to the 618 of 1-3, and a bounce is expecting. Now, what is the difference? The difference is that in New Zealand, all you need a 3 waves to the downside, or you need 7 waves. So far it looks like we got a 5 to the 618 and possible bounce coming. But remember, in New Zealand on the weekly we are in the 4 wave, which require a B and a C. Let's see how that things play out, because it's gonna be a testing to the count right there, to be honest with you guys. Now let's take a look at the S&P. Unbelievable. But well, we were saying that this is gonna happen, only that we were playing the triangle. But I remember how many times we mentioned the ending diagonal case right there. But well, now level of interest for tomorrow on the S&P is 101.06. It dropped 80 points today, and like we say today on the seminar, guys, get used to the 100 days S&P drop. That thing's gonna happen. If that happens in 2008, and this is gonna be worse than 2008. I'm telling you that I don't want to create any type of false alarms or something, but reality is reality. If this is the real deal, the one that we've been mentioning, guys, get ready, because these things is gonna get ugly. That's all I can tell you, guys. Is gonna get ugly. This is what we try when we are in front on the S&P. Is nothing more than that the wave C of a powerful wave A. So realize how powerful wave C can be. So be aware of that, because that things can happen. This has been very, very powerful. And in Elliott Wave, wave 3 happens because people get in panic. And I feel panic in the atmosphere around the market. Now, let's take a look at gold, in which we adjust a little bit the count, and we believe that we ending right now. And we believe that what we ending right now, that we still are in wave 3 from the area of 1463, and wave 3 can go as high as he wants. And it looks like, that it looks like gold can go as higher as, I don't know, 17. It's testing a weekly channel here, to be honest with you guys. It's testing a weekly channel that comes from back when gold was at 800. So, and it's also at the 2618, which was 1729. Let's see what happened. Maybe we get a correction here, but it's been brutal also, the buying in gold for the last 2 or 3 days, guys. All right, now let's switch to the dollar. And on the yen group, let me show you the Aussie yen. It's worth consideration talking about the Aussie yen within the yen group. Look at that, guys. That's amazing. When we're selling here, I was expecting 80, 82 area, but this is a powerful wave 3, and that if the stock market is gonna be selling and the stock market is gonna top, believe me, ounce James gonna drop with it. So gotta be aware, guys, in a lot of things that can take in place in this market very soon, right? So now let's move on to go to oil, and let's move on to oil and dollar. Okay, guys, this is oil. This is oil. Like we mentioned before, oil is in the proposal wave C, but it's getting deep, guys, and being that deep means that oil can get in the count that we mentioned, and when we are already top it at the equal legs, and now we're gonna go to 20. So be aware of that, because I will recommend, I know that we have clients that like to trade oil. Do not buy oil. Do not buy the oil. Sell any 3 ways bound. Try to see when we can spot a bounce, but do not buy oil. It's very risky. It's a sell. Oil, guys, is a sell. Now it looks like this thing is getting legs and legs, and now I don't see another Fibo onto at least 74.41, in which area I'm most likely I'm gonna change my weekly and my daily, and I'm gonna core a top in oil. So be aware of that in oil, because it's getting very vertical. This is a wave Z. This is a wave 3 counts. So if that being the case, we're gonna need to adjust the levels and trying to find a way to, because oil on the, if you take a look at oil, guys, on the weekly, wait, this is the dollar. Oil on the weekly, no matter we say right here that possible was a B wave, no matter how much we say, oil needs to break the low that it did in 2010 or 32.20. So technically oil, at the end of the day, oil is gonna go below this low, like S&P is gonna go below 66. So keep that in mind, guys. This is getting too deep. Still is within the range, but it's getting too deep. And finally, let's take a look at the US dollar. Like we said yesterday, the US dollar bounced from the area that we mentioned on the seminar, and now the US dollar needs to print below about 75.41, which is the 140.56 and the euro dollar. So keep that in mind. I mean, the structure, it needs to be corrective. It can do it 535, or it can do it 333. No matter what it is, it looks like it's destined to go to 73.93 area very soon. All right, so keep that in mind. For tonight, what we see is a possible 3-way US dollar win next, and then a bounce on the dollar. But we see lowest prices in oil. We see lowest prices in the S&P also. All right, guys, so let's leave it there.